unprofitable. Unprofitable means that you ain't making nothing. And what we do here on this earth, we might invite a few folks to church, we might pray, we might read our Bible, we might fast, we might get a hold of God. But all those things that we do still are unprofitable. In other words, it don't add up. You still behind. You still $30 in the hole.
Scaring me now.
You still $30 in the hole. They're all gone out of the way. They're all together become unprofitable. There are none that do it good. No, not one. Well, there's not one person that does good.
Amen. Amen.
The throat's an open sepulcher. In other words, we like to talk, gossip. Have you ever noticed when you tell a story and after about 10 years the story becomes bigger and bigger?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy was this tall when you first started telling the story. But by the time you finished telling the story, he was up to here, man. And he was in my face looking down. And I mean, we exaggerate. We exaggerate. And so, then there's some that lie. They just plain lie.
Right.
They use deceit. Whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness. What do? They cuss.
Right.
There's bitter.
Right.
Now, you say, well, I don't cuss anymore. Well, good for you. That's pretty good. You're all right. That's pretty good. But do you have any bitterness? Bitterness is a whole different thing now. Ain't nobody can see it. But they can tell. The mouth is full of curse and bitter. Their feet are swift to shed blood. Destruction and misery are their way. And the way of peace have they not known. They don't know no peace. They can't sleep at night. There's no peace.
Right.
They got to be doing something all the time. Why? Some people can't just stand still.
Right.
Why? They ain't got no peace.
Right.
They ain't got no peace. And there is no fear of God before their eyes.
Right.
They're going to do something bad. They're going to do it. Whether anybody likes it or they don't like it or God likes it, they know it's wrong. They're going to do it anyway. They're going to go to the bar. They know it's wrong, but they're going to go anyway.
Right.
No fear. No fear.
Right.
Now we know that whatsoever thing the law saith, it saith to them that are under the law. In other words, if you lost a lost man, there's two kinds of men, just like a Jew and a Gentile. There's two kinds of men. There's a lost man and there's a saved man. Now the lost man is under the law. They're all under the law. That every man may be stopped and all the world may become guilty before God. What does the law do? It tells everybody in the world, you guilty. You just plain guilty. And not only does it say that you're guilty, therefore by the deeds of the law there shall no flesh be justified in his sight. No matter how good you try, you're still guilty if you're not a child of God. If you've never been born again, never been saved, you're still guilty. Because why? You under the law. You under the law. For by the law is the knowledge of sin. How you know you're under the law? Well, we had a lawman come in here. He said, I heard the alarm. And the alarm company sent me out here. Check it out.
Right.
See what y'all gonna do. He was gonna find out if we was up to no good.
Right.
We was robbing and stealing or whatever. is for the knowledge of sin.
Right.
Babies. When you have a baby, everybody puts everything on top. Way on the top. The baby won't get it. You know why? Because if you put it on the table, you're going to put it in his mouth. You know what God did? He put the fruit right in the middle of the garden and said, now don't eat it. God ain't like us. God said, oh, okay, here's your test. You can eat 99.9% of all the fruit. There's tons of all kinds of good stuff. Watermelon, cantaloupe. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there. But this one, you cannot eat.
Right.
Can't eat that one.
Right.
And that's the way God is. So there is a knowledge of sin. And then he said, if you eat that apple, you're going to die.
Right.
Well, they didn't die right away. Physically, they didn't die.
Right.
But spiritually, they died. They died spiritually. And eventually, they did die.
Right. Amen.
They did die.
Yeah. The human came into that's why.
That's right.
That's right.
But now, the righteousness of God without the law is manifested, being witnessed by the law of the prophets. The righteousness of God. Who's got righteousness? God does. He does right all the time.
Right. Amen.
You can't bribe God.
Right.
No, you can't bribe God.
Amen.
Even the righteous God, which is by faith of Jesus Christ and upon all them that believe, for there is no difference. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God.
Amen.
In other words, you short.
Right.
You said you was gonna pay me $3. You only got $2.25. You short. You gonna buy a pack of cigarettes? How much are cigarettes? $7? $6? $5?
I don't know.
I don't smoke either.
They're expensive.
I hear they're expensive.
In my day, they used to be $2 a thing, and that we thought that was high. Man, that was like $6. You know, people still sing. People still do it. They still do it, and they still have. They still smoke that stuff,
Right.
even though it's bad for them. They know it's bad for them. They know it costs money. You know how much money you can save in a month, in a year, if you didn't smoke? One pack, 6 times 52 is $300. I can do a lot with $300. I can do pretty much a lot. For all have sinned and come up, what? Short. You didn't pay off your debt. You didn't pay your debt off. Why didn't you pay your debt off? Because you're short.
Right.
You're short.
Right. Amen.
You're short. For even the righteousness, for all have sinned, come short of the glory of God, being justified freely by His grace through the redemption that is in Christ Jesus.
Amen.
In other words, since you're short, Jesus said, if you'll accept me, I'll make up the difference. I'm going to make up the difference because you're short. And I'm going to kick it in. Matter of fact, whatever sins you got, I'm going to pay for it all. I'm going to pay for every sin you ever done. Past sin, present sin, future sin, all sins. I'm going to pay them all. That's a pretty good deal, don't you think? That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah,
I like that. Amen. Being justified freely is grace of the redemption that is in Christ Jesus. We are justified. Now, God's the judge. Jesus is your lawyer. He's related to the judge. when he said, I can get you out of it, he can get you out of it.
Amen. Amen.
And the judge comes up and says, well, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Even if we did it this way or that way, he'd still be short. And Jesus said, Judge, put it on my account.
Right.
Just go ahead and put it on my account.
Right.
Everything he did wrong, put it on my account. And the Lord and God said, justified. Justified is like he never committed a sin.
Amen.
Now, this is what God does. He does it three ways. Number one, God, because sin always bothers us, he put it behind your back. All the sins that you got rid of, confessed, he puts them in your back. So everywhere you turn, you can't never see them. You say, why? They're behind you. Then, later on, he put them in the sea. He threw it down at the bottom of the ocean. And then, so that way, man can't see it. All them aunts and uncles and relatives and everybody else, they can't see it. And then, he turned around and he covered the ocean, the sea, and covered it up so that God couldn't see it. So you can't see it. The people around you, it's been put in the water, they can't see it. And then God got rid of the ocean so he can't even see it. You say, so when I pray and I say, Lord, forgive me of this sin I did 30 years ago. He said, I done did. I done did. I forgave you your past sins, your present sins, your future sins. You say, well then why don't we confess our sins? Oh, that's easy. So that you can have a relationship with God.
Amen.
You ever done something wrong?
All the time.
And you was in trouble with your mama?